most people freak out at the mere mention of the word admin, while others get quite excited about it. But admin is so much more than keeping a good filing system, labeling things, and color coding your documents. Administration is summarized in managing and taking responsibility for running something. While many people can be naturally gifted in being able to organize things well, administration in the body is actually a gift of the Spirit that we can ask Him for. The Bible speaks often about the different gifts of the Spirit, and that means that those with the gift of admin play a vital role in the body of Christ. So use your gift for the building up of the body and look for ways to grow in using it. It's an opportunity to create an atmosphere of excellence, and it brings God glory. Paul wrote to the church in Corinth, encouraging them to continue operating in the gift of generosity. While it was a different gift that he was referring to, may the same be said of our administration. He said that this service that you perform is not only supplying the needs of the Lord's people, but also overflowing in many expressions of thanks to God. And then there's also an example from the Old Testament. When the Queen of Sheba visited King Solomon, expecting to come and test him, she was overwhelmed when she saw how Solomon administrated his house and kingdom. Part of her reaction was in response to his wealth, but also the wisdom with which he managed his household and how he led his people. While kids ministry is just one aspect of church life, administrating kids ministry well means that others can function more effectively in their gifts, such as when the apostles appointed deacons to serve the church in Acts. It also means that it's easier for others to get involved when we administrate well, and it means that we are stewarding the people and resources that God has entrusted with us. How we look after the general running of things in God's house can play an amazing role in advancing the kingdom. Let's not underestimate it. The different ways we generally see this playing out is in the week-to-week tasks that ensure that the Sundays run smoothly, and then also in the bigger scale administration of the team. We can't administrate well without effective communication. Without it, there will just be confusion and eventually disorder. Whatever your administrative role in kids ministry, look to improve on how you communicate and find ways of determining whether your communication is effective. For example, you could ask the leaders on team whether there were any things that they were confused about, or ask them to tell you of where you could improve. Try to make your communication as clear as possible, visual where necessary, and use them as opportunities to convey heart and vision as often as you can. By communicating heart and vision, it doesn't necessarily mean you need to say more, but it often affects the way we word things and the tone we use. Try to think of how others are thinking, what they're receiving, how they might interpret it, and in what ways they might end up confused and overwhelmed, or just on a different page to you. Then work around these things. We've given you some more specific guidelines in the books regarding the week-to-week administration of your team, as well as how to manage your whole team with effective administration. If you really feel that admin isn't your strong point, but you still want to serve the body in this way, why don't you speak to someone in your congregation with a strong admin gift who can help you set up admin systems or who can share the admin load with you? In the end, if we neglect this very important aspect of leading a team, it can end up affecting the whole team over time. On the other hand, when we administrate the team well, we create an environment where God's presence can flow through us and we can see His kingdom advance together.